On my first load for L on Wheels, Texas idiots and asshats, shredded tire on the trailer. That and more on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and furry studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world famous Meatball Dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in for another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, here it is, Friday the 3rd of March. I got a load I picked up yesterday in Houston. Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Alright. I did country radio for years, so I remember playing that song. Anyway, and so here I am over in Fort Stockton, Texas. Drove all through the night. Picked up late yesterday afternoon. Did a 2-hour break there while I was waiting to get loaded, and then drove all through the night. So here's where I am this morning. And I'm doing this in I'm going all the way to Sparks, Nevada, right near Reno. So I could have done it in 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I decided let's do it in 3 longer days so I can drive overnights. That way when I'm looking for parking in the morning, there's always going to be available parking, like where I am here at the All Sups. All right, I'll make you jealous. Yes, here I am in Fort Stockton, Texas, at the All Sups. Yeah, I know you're jealous. You're saying, boy, if we could only take a vacation and go to Fort Stockton, Texas, and stay at the All Sups. I know, I'm making you jealous. Anyway, so on the way through, I picked up the load. I stopped at the TA in San Antonio to grab a shower. And then I stopped in Sonora, Texas, to fuel up, because the Road Ranger had cheaper fuel there. And as I always do, when I came back out, I got my fuel receipt. I'm walking around the truck and trailer, just double checking everything. And my front axle outside tire on the trailer, shredded to pieces. I don't know exactly when it blew out, when it happened. It's a light load of toilet paper, so I didn't feel it, I didn't hear it. And, so probably my guess is somewhere between San Antonio and Sonora, Texas. But it was shredded, baby. So if you've watched my videos for a long time, you know I always carry a fully inflated on-a-wheel tire right behind my cab, in front of the catwalk there. So I just had to pay Love's. I had to go back the wrong direction, only about 5 miles, to the Love's. I called ahead, they were open. And only had to pay $31 for them to take the old one off, put the new one on. So we got that done. The only problem was the old tire was so shredded on the wheel, I couldn't put it back in the rack. It wouldn't hold up in there, and the wheel by itself would have dropped through and landed on the drive shaft. And there was nowhere else for me to secure the wheel down, because it's steel, it weighs a lot. So you need it really secure. You don't want it bouncing off. Couldn't put it in the trailer because there's a seal on the trailer. If I break the seal, there's like a $500 fine. So unfortunately, I had to leave the wheel behind. Broke my heart. That's basically $250 I had to leave behind. I mean, I asked him, how much is your cheapest tire you have to put on this? It was $300 for a retread, and then there's mounting, balancing, blah, blah, blah. So I took the lesser of two evils, but boy, I hated leaving that wheel behind. Yeah, this load I have, like I say, it's my first one for L on Wheels. I'm paying good, $4,700 to go to Sparks, Nevada from Houston. So that's well over $2 a mile. Can't complain about that, because I might have to drive a ways to get back out of there. I can't go to California because I've got a 99 engine. California won't let me in. I'm not California CARB compliant. And CARB, C-A-R-B, not like in the food, stands for California Air Resource Board. So they won't let me in. So if I have to come out cheaper, well, that's okay. I got paid really well to go up there. So at least my first week out, my first time out and everything, that'll be pretty good. Did have the guy come and try to fix everything on the truck for the air dryer situation I had that I'm still having. He replaced the purge valve on the air dryer. We replaced the cartridge on the air dryer. We found 2 air leaks on the lines leading to and from the air dryer, and that's made things better, but I still basically have the same issue where it builds up air pressure close to 140, then it purges and then sputters until it gets down to 120, and then about a minute and a half later, it builds up again and then purges again. So I've got another issue. I think it might be the governor, but there was supposedly a new governor on the new air dryer because that's where it's located on this setup. Or I guess the other problem, which is one I don't want to have to think about, is the valve inside the compressor is not closing like it's supposed to. And that's probably, unfortunately, the issue. So, deal with that later. It's not anything that keeps me from driving because unlike most people, when they have an issue with their air dryer purging constantly, that means they're not building air. I'm building plenty of air. As a matter of fact, I'm building too much air. But it doesn't keep me from driving. It's not a shutdown, out of service offense of any kind. It's just annoying. All right, so on my way to pick up the load yesterday in Houston, this happened to me 3 times in the Houston area within the last few days. Caught this guy on video. All right, here I am coming up to a light I got to turn left at, and there are 2 left turn lanes. So being a big truck, I've got to be in the right of the 2 left turn lanes so I can swing out far enough to the left or to the right and not make everybody crunch into me on the inside lane. All right, so now watch carefully to your right. Here comes the car in the lane with a straight arrow, which means they need to go straight. As the light turns green, of course, at the last second, they all of a sudden decide, oh, I want to go left, and put their signal on, and just muscle their way in front of me, cutting me off. What a jerk. You got the 2 left turn lanes, and now all of a sudden you decide from that straight lane? Idiot. And then while driving through San Antonio late last night, it was around, midnight or so, bar time, caught this gal driving next to me. I come up on her, and I see she's playing with her phone. She puts it down. Then she speeds up past me, and then almost crashes into the car in the hammer lane, whips over to the right. She's all over the road. I'm guessing drunk. What do you think? All right, watch the far right lane. You'll see her shooting up there on the right, a little on the shoulder. There's vehicles in front of her. She hits the brakes, moves all the way over, and then starts to slide into my lane. Goes back to the right a little bit. Now she's slowing down because she's got her phone in front of her face at that point. I look over at her right then, and I see her holding her phone in front of her. She puts the phone down, and look, here she comes again, shooting past me. And now she shoots over into the left lane, almost hits that car, realizes they are going too slow, moves back into the middle lane, almost hits him again, back into the middle lane, shoots over to the right, 1 click on the signal, and then she hits the off-ramp, flying along. Yeah, been a few days since the idiots and asshats and all that. All right, so like I say, drove all through the night. Wanted to make it farther, but once I found that problem and I had to stop and go back to that Love's, I can still basically make it in 3 days. I'll just be about an hour and a half away from my delivery Sunday night as opposed to being only 2 miles away, which is what I was planning for. But anyway, you got to adjust, baby. Got to adjust. And on a good note, the Motive E-Log is working perfectly. Can't complain about it at all. So I'll have a review on that, by the way. For those of you curious, you owner-operators who maybe have tried some of the other crap like I have, like Trucking Office or the Garmin, and it just doesn't do everything right. And especially for those of you who have a glider kit like mine, which means, a newer truck but an older engine, it doesn't, a lot of those newer ELDs don't work with this truck, but the Motive is working good. And somebody did ask in the comments not too long ago, hey, when am I going to do that full review on the Garmin OTR 1010? Hadn't gotten around to that yet because now I've been switching jobs, yada, yada, yada. But I'm still using the Garmin OTR 1010. I still really enjoy it. It's got a couple of quirks, a few things I still need to fix. But a full review will be coming up on that, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I do got to show you this. Elliot and his significant other, Helen, gave me a little card, which I thought was really cool, welcoming me to L on Wheels, and a gift basket. All right, look, there's a welcome basket for joining L on Wheels. Various things. I see goldfish, got some puppy towels, dog bags, cereal for me, bowls, paper plates. You can use all that stuff. Dog treats even. There's see dog treats back there. Oh yeah, see? Ah yes. So there's my Welcome to L on Wheels gift basket. Yay! So how cool is that? Yep. Welcome to board and all that feeling special. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yeah, I haven't shown some idiots and asshats in quite a while, so at least Houston served them up on a platter for us, right? Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment. Get your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes a few days because I'm a working truck driver. Don't forget to ring that bell for notification, that one right over there, so you know when the new videos come out. And as always, and if that magic YouTube fairy dust, Clutch and Rusty, out. Mistress Spicoli, why are you constantly late to my class? I don't know. I don't know. I like that. Yes, I don't know. I'm going to leave your words up here on the board for all of my students to see for the rest of the day, Mistress Spicoli, and giving you full credit, of course. All right. All right, no, you got to come down here. Come on, don't cheating. Get down here. And there it goes. All right. All over the bacon strip, baby. Yeah, we're actually kind of running low on the bacon strips, believe it or not. I'm going to have to get, see if Junior or Connie will send us some more, huh? But we'll go buy them for you, Rusty. We won't let you run out. Oh, we do have the new treats that Elliot and Helen gave us. The Charlie Bear Original Crunch treats for dogs. Yeah, and he loves those too, by the way. But I think a bacon strip is going to win. Yep, there you go. Happy dog, happy dog. Oh yes, he's all over it. You got it? All right, let's give that happy dog look, Rusty.